Hey everybody, you're watching Watch with Josh. This is a show where we go over the best Randonautica content on the internet and we kind of go through it, pre-watch it, and make sure that it's the most entertaining, most mysterious, most interesting content, and we'll show you our genuine reaction to it. Like, I haven't seen any of this stuff. So if you don't know me, my name is Joshua Lengfelder. I created a viral movement called Randonauts. I'm co-founder of the company Randonautica that creates a mobile app that'll send you to random places. You can open your life up to new experiences and new possibilities. Randonautica is probably the most mysterious app that's ever been in existence. I mean, let's be honest. Like, has an app ever like spawned so many different like theories? And anyway, I'd like to just thank you guys for joining us. It's always best when you guys catch this live. So if you haven't yet, subscribe and hit the bell so you can know when we're live, because I love interacting with you guys. Happy Friday, Dennis. So especially thank you to our newcomers who have never tuned into this stream before, because we like you guys. And everybody who keeps coming back every week, thank you as well. And everybody who has supported us by becoming a pro randonaut, which has a lot of features that regular randonauts maybe wouldn't use, but pro randonauts like need, then thank you to you guys, because you guys keep the lights on. We are so grateful for you. So besides that, I just want to encourage everyone to check out the discovery feature. This is a new feature in our platform, which is like a social media platform based on randomness. So instead of feeding you algorithmic content that is some supercomputer cooked up, we're using the real world to discover novel and interesting things and share them with people across the world, and find out that we're maybe not so different than we think, than the cultural boundaries that keep us separate, or maybe thinner than we may have suspected. And so you can sync up with friends on the social media app in Randonautica. So just go check out the Discover feed, because now it's open for everybody to use. And I want everybody to just go check it out if you want to. So back to Watch with Josh. It's always better with a buddy. So we're going to bring on Derek.
What's going on,
Derek? Man? How you doing?
Doing great, dude. It's been a while.
It's been a while because of the Panera. Yeah, it's been crazy. But thank goodness everything is good on this end, and we're back at it, and we should be back steady on Fridays, probably, most likely.
Yeah.
Sometimes we change it around.
Yeah, sometimes, make sure you guys follow us, just so you know, because we'll post updates and guys let you know. So if you're not already subscribed and following and all that stuff, make sure you do that so you can stay on top of that. We do have a show next Friday.
Hey, Tara.
So I'm looking forward to that. So Tara, thanks for joining us like you do every week. Saw a couple of regulars giving us shout outs on there.
We love it.
Yeah, like Jennifer Samples and a few of the other regular listeners. Looks like Merrick Lloyd got the Randonautica guidebook the other day.
If you have not gotten yours yet, go ahead and order it from wherever books are sold.
Heck yeah. That's exciting, man.
It's so crazy, because now I'm starting to see people like Tyler. He got his. He lives in like England or something. And so like my book that I wrote is now across the Atlantic Ocean in someone's house on their bookshelf. That's like mind-blowing to me. When I set out on this journey, I did not suspect that would happen, but I'm extremely grateful for everyone who has read it. So the book, in case you didn't know, it includes theories about mind matter interaction, and how people don't realize, I get this all the time, people don't realize how far back the actual experimentation with this technology goes. So we go back all the way to the 1950s with Helmut Schmidt making a ring of lights light up, trying to influence it with his mind. So that's how far back we go. And it kind of like informs people that this technology is not just something that we came up with, but we're standing on the shoulders of other people who dedicated their lives, like Scott Wilbur, a man who dedicated his life. He invented the pulse oximeter, and he is the leading kind of mind in mind matter interaction. So he doesn't even have a theory on how it works. He just knows it works and he is able to kind of tweak the variables to get like the practical applications that he wants. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent here, but
well, you talk about what you love, man. It's great. It seems like
this is all covered in the book. Yeah, this is what you're going to read about. And it's a helpful guide because in the back of the book, you can keep a journal, and it kind of gives you a prompt. So if you maybe don't know what to look for or like what direction to head in, the back of the book will help you. And if you are a dedicated randonaut, you really need to be taking notes, because you will miss things and patterns that 3 months ago, if I look back at my journeys, they look totally different today than they did then. And I have a totally different mindset and perspective on how they look. So I would encourage everyone, even if you don't buy the official guide to Randonautica, to keep a journal of your randonaut trips. And you can do that in the app. And you can actually share that journal with people now in the Discover feed. So
that's awesome. Melissa, I was going to read a comment there. There she is. Melissa says, I love all the cool graphics in the cover too. And yes, the journal is a perfect touch. Look at that. Yeah,
the cover, we were really surprised that turned out so cool. And there is like a kind of code to be deciphered on the cover. Like there's some secrets in there that only real randonauts who've been there from the beginning could be able to point out. So yeah, it's kind of fun to look at the cover and match it up with the story of how randonauts emerged.
Ruby Grant says, your app has gotten me more interested in learning more about quantum theory, etc.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I know nothing about quantum theory, and it definitely has spurned a lot of interest in quantum mechanics. And like I said, Scott Wilbur is the leading expert in this field, and he said that it has something to do with quantum mechanics and how things are connected, but he has no working theory on how this kind of mind-machine interaction effect works exactly scientifically. So yeah, I think there's a quote that says, if you're not utterly confounded by quantum mechanics, then you don't understand it yet, or something like that. So I would be a fool to say I know anything about quantum theory or quantum mechanics. But it is interesting to read the pop science articles about it. So back to Watch with Josh. We have a series of videos for you today. And maybe some Reddit posts.
Yeah, we got some videos. We got some Reddit posts. We even have one of our videos is a submit your trip, which we highly encourage you guys to do if you go out and you do any trips. If you take video of your trips or just pictures or want to write a post about it, if you want us to feature it on the show, go to randonautica.com/submit your trip. And we take any kind of format, like videos or pictures or posts. And actually, we have a written post here that was submitted to randonautica.com/submit your trip. And this was from Stephen Dovidas. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, so if I'm butchering that, I apologize.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen, for sometimes it's hard to open yourself up to the world like this and share that part of you. So I have thank you, Stephen.
This is what they wrote. The intention was the color red. And they said, longtime fan since the very beginning in beta. From the very beginning in beta, excuse me. Anyway, I wanted to try the app for the first time with my intention as the color red. I received my point and drove to it. What it led me to was two incredible things. First, it led me to an apartment complex, and every door was red on the apartments. So I was like, okay, cool. Then as I was leaving to go back home, the traffic light that was right outside the apartment complex was literally stuck on a red light. I sat there for 6 minutes and then just ran the red light. I thought maybe it's just a fixed traffic light that always stays red, but nope. I went back the next morning and the traffic light was working perfectly fine. So I was spooked by that. That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, it's like he was there at just the right time to see the traffic light stuck on red. And I don't know about you, but that would cause me a lot of frustration and grief.
Oh yeah, like regular red lights
Yeah.
Regular red lights are irritating.
Just hitting 2 in a row.
Yeah.
I'm like already frustrated. But
Yeah.
if it was stuck on red, I would be out of this world. And so like maybe
And then
his
there's added
intention
frustration that your intentions caused that as well. So it's like
exactly.
Blame. It's like, damn it.
Exactly. And so maybe his intention in the future about being so upset at this red light not moving kind of influenced his original intention.
I'm curious if he'll have set his intention as green from going forward so he never gets stuck at a traffic light again.
Yeah, and that is actually a good point.
I'm gonna try that Monday when I'm driving to work. I'm gonna set my intention as green and kind of just see what happens.
You know, it's funny because my grandfather, whenever he would hit a yellow light, he would flick the top of the roof of the car because he said it made the yellow light last longer if he did that. So it's interesting how people have these kind of folk tales where their, superstitions, can influence the world around them. But then when you get to the science of it, it's like almost unbelievable. But nonetheless, there is some scientific proof that the mind can influence a physical object, which is like a random number generator.
Yeah. Crazy stuff, man.
Crazy stuff.
I'm excited. You ready to get into some of these videos?
Yeah, let's watch the first video.
All right, cool.
Whoo-wee. What's up, my fellow randonauts? How y'all doing? I got to put my sunglasses
I'm doing good. I wear sunglasses
It is hot
too.
today. So today my intentions are to look for something. Well, not look for something. My intentions are a dragon.
A dragon.
I want to find a dragon. Yes, a dragon. A dragon. I swear I saw a dragon. No, going back to the old days, when I was young, I was Pete's dragon. But I want to up the game a little bit. See if I can find a dragon. That'd be cool.
That'd be a cool.
So he has some nostalgia connected to this intent.
Dragon somewhere around here.
Because he said something about his younger days.
Yeah.
So the dragon's got to be around here somewhere.
Is it a dragon?
Really?
It's a chicken.
It's a chicken.
So he
You're the
did
dragon.
find it.
You're the dragon.
Because chickens are like related to Tyrannosaurus Rex or whatever.
Huh?
Like
The dragons evolved into chickens. Yeah.
he did find one
Well, I'll be damned.
in some.
Can you
He braved the heat.
More like a dragon?
Yeah.
Anything?
Wow! So it worked.
There. Boom.
Yeah, it's just the evolution of the dragon is just this is like kind of
That's a good way to
disappointing.
look at it.
But
Yeah, because like how
Some kind of joke, huh?
he found a cock. Yeah, so it does have such a sense of humor.
And sweating. And passing out like 18,000 times. I get a flipping chicken. I mean, I would have been happy with a drawing of a dragon or a real dragon. But you know what? I got a fat ass Popeye Church's Cane's fat ass chicken. Jesus, Rando, what you did to me.
Yeah. Well,
that is a good point though. Like how dinosaurs are the ancestors of birds and all that stuff and that theory or whatever. So that's a good way to look at it. Like maybe
yeah.
that chicken might have some dragon in its blood. We don't know.
Yeah, so John Marie Stewart says, yeah, chickens are related to dinosaurs. I had a suspicion that was so.
Chickens are dragons, confirmed. Yeah.
I mean, a
I think that's
dinosaur
where
is
spicy nuggets come from. If it's chicken with dragon blood in it, you get spicy chicken nuggets from it. And if it's regular dinosaurs, it's just regular chicken. I think that's
that works. I mean, intention fulfilled. I would like to eat a Tyrannosaurus Rex nugget.
That'd be pretty good. I would like to see a remake of Jurassic Park just with their current ancestors where everything's just giant chickens.
Yeah. It's just a
wreaking havoc on all the visitors.
Yeah, that was very interesting. He set his intention, and he had some nostalgia about it because he said something about when he was younger, and so maybe that dragon, So think about that. It's like the young dragon gets old and becomes a chicken.
And I said Game of Thrones has nothing on this dragon. That's right.
His intention was, it was connected to his nostalgia, so it was a long time ago, something about a dragon. And then to present day, what a dragon is a chicken, because we domesticated them. That was a good one. Intention fulfilled. So good on you. Whoever this guy is, his YouTube channel is probably listed somewhere.
Crash TV?
Crash TV. Credit to Crash TV. Thank you for submitting this or just putting this on YouTube.
Yeah, I think our producer found this one. Yeah, but good stuff. Why did the dragon cross the road?
Yeah, that's a good one. I just got some dominoes that had dragons on them, so that's pretty interesting.
Nice.
Yeah, right. So on to video number 2 for the week. This has been promising so far.
Hey, what's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to another video. Let's get it. Why do
An international randonaut. I love it.
This to play. So the first intention, reincarnation. So if you guys don't know what reincarnation means, it means like when you die and you come back to life. I've just went dizzy. I think I'm standing on a little bit of a hill. That's why. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. Right, so guys, so this generated point that it's taking me to, this is
Liverpool.
This
Hope
is a strange
University.
one. This is slightly strange. I kind of get why it's taking me here. Reincarnation. This is actually strange. Wow. Okay.
I want to know his read. I want to know his interpretation.
Reincarnation and the area that it's in. So the area, there's this graveyard next to the generated point. That's really weird. I'm not even making this up. That's extremely weird. So the generated point, I know what it is, it's over that way, but then the area in general, there's a graveyard here. Reincarnation, these people have sadly passed away. I couldn't make this up. I literally couldn't make this up. How could I make this up? It would be dope to make this up. I'm literally this close to the generated point, which is crazy. Right after the zebra crossing, it's the left.
So he searched not just the point, but around the point, which is always a good thing to do.
COVID-19 vaccination center.
Yeah, so when you're randonauting, please always comply with your local ordinances and city laws and rules about
the point's right
Panera.
Wait, holy no way, you gotta be kidding me. No way. You've got
a little bit here.
This guy's really smart. He went out at night, but he brought the headlight, and he's being safe because riding a bike at night without a light is very dangerous.
The first intention, reincarnation, it brings me to
that's crazy.
University, an active university campus, and then there's COVID vaccination center signs here with
another
icon of death.
Wow.
Icon of death. Look at
wow. This is like a personal synchronicity to me. It's crazy. My mind is blown right now.
Crazy? What the
That's pretty good. So yeah, so you said it. I don't know if anybody caught what his intention was, but it was reincarnation. I think he only said it like once or twice. So it took him to a graveyard and then right to a sign with the skull and crossbones, the symbol of death.
Wow. I mean, how much more on the nose can you get unless you like had someone actually like reincarnate right in front of you? Like that's symbolically speaking,
that's what
his intention was fulfilled. That is just, wild to me. It's crazy how graveyards are so, common.
Yeah.
Like, my first point that I ever went to was a graveyard. Yeah. I thought the MIB would be waiting for me, but they weren't.
It took us to a graveyard when we filmed a trip with Auburn 2 years ago, whatever it was, year and a half. It took us right to a graveyard, and that had a real crazy coincidence because we were looking for purple, and there was like this lone grave that was separated from all the other ones, and it had just a big old thing of purple flowers on top. And
wow.
Yeah, it was insane. If you guys haven't watched that, that's on the YouTube channel. You can check that out. Very cool. I like him running around on the bike. That's a cool little.
It makes it so much more immersive.
Yeah,
like he's in the environment.
Where you're walking, but you're not like when you're driving. Like you're more involved and like said more immersive than driving a car or whatever.
And it's not as suspicious. I feel like if you're on a bike or you have a bike, they're like, oh, that person is traveling somewhere, rather than it's like, oh, there's a YouTuber who's trying to,
especially
stir
with,
up
like,
trouble in my neighborhood.
Being safe with like the headlight too, but it also kind of like you don't come off as someone suspicious if you're riding around drawing attention to yourself with a headlight instead of like
right.
So if you're in a neighborhood, it doesn't look like you're creeping around because you're making yourself very well aware.
Right. Yeah. And he was just so astounded. That was what was interesting to me, was that he was impressed. He was very impressed, and that was like a genuine response to his points.
Yeah.
I would like to see more from Exploring with Tom. Exploring with Tom, thank you so much for putting that on YouTube. Like, there's so many people randonauting, and the amount of people who actually share their randonauting experiences, extremely low, like percentage-wise. It's like probably like less than 1%.
Yeah.
So we want to like change that by making it a platform where you're able to share these experiences with like-minded people. Because if Tom just went to his friend and went, oh, I just used this app and I set my intention as reincarnation and got sent to a graveyard, he's going to get a blank stare and he might even get thrown in the crazy house or something. So we're making a platform just for randonauts to share these kind of experiences. So if you haven't signed up for Discover yet, go to Randonautica, the app, and go to the sidebar and go to Discover and sign up for our social media platform and start participating. So that was right on the nose. That was really cool. I'm impressed. Yeah, and he was so low key and good on him for riding a bike. It's more environmentally friendly. But always wear a helmet if you can, and use safety gear like lights if you're going at night. Use situational awareness and be safe. So that was a really, really, really good one. I'm impressed. So number 3, Trace. Let's see.
Hello, YouTube friends. This is Richard Maybe with Richard Maybe Presents.
Hello, Richard Maybe.
And we are going to do a Randonautica.
I love this.
It's closed. The barbecue place. It's closed. It's so cool. I just like the way it looks. Look at the barbecue place.
It looks pretty good, but I'm from Texas, so
where to now?
My standards are high.
Yeah. Florida barbecue probably doesn't hold out to Texas.
I wouldn't even touch Florida barbecue with a stick. So he found a barbecue place. I would be happy with finding a barbecue place.
Oh, they're setting their intentions now.
Oh, okay. So he just started there. Okay.
Where to now?
No, where is God?
Where is God?
Okay. Generating a point.
Josh is heading out. So their intention was, where is God?
Yeah,
I think Josh is checking his apartment to see if he's there.
Laptop was about to die. Unplugged.
So I don't know if this is Josh. Their intention is, where is God?
That's an interesting question.
It's 22 minutes away.
22 minutes away? Oh, forget it.
Let's think. Okay. Let's think.
22 minutes away. Fuck that.
Yeah, 22. That is a question that has an answer that I would be afraid to receive.
Faith.
Yeah.
Faith.
Okay, so they're changing their intention to faith.
To
now.
faith. But it's positive. It's good.
Here we go.
There we go.
Faith.
Still in the same ballpark too as Where's God.
Generate. Discover.
It's a little,
Broader.
a human mind could comprehend faith.
Journey.
Yeah.
I don't know if a human mind could really understand where is God.
I like to put a little background.
Well, why don't you get music?
I love seeing people of all generations
There's
randonauting.
another
This is like
barbecue
so
thing.
interesting.
I should do an episode on all the different little barbecue trailers.
You were supposed to do
Like
little
barbecue.
turn back there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm hungry for barbecue too, actually. There's a place right down the street. I might go try it.
I gotta go to the light and turn now.
This is a dope t-shirt, isn't it?
Sorry.
What about your barbecues?
I know.
That's a cool t-shirt.
Walmart, $1. People compliment me every time I wear it.
I love their dynamic because they're
I'm holding the
brother and
I love
sister.
that tree.
They're brother and sister, so there's some entanglement there.
Enunciating and
22 miles is
narrating.
how long? 22 miles is a
I love
lot.
this. This is like Gunsmoker. This is like Mayberry here. This is so quaint and
It's a cool little spot.
charming.
I love that he found a
It's
little
like
quaint
Mayberry.
place.
All right.
Okay.
Follow directions.
All right. Sorry. Big pothole. Huge.
So they're
pothole.
going down a dead end.
Yeah.
Jail. That's the faith. Jail.
No, it's right there.
Okay, come on up.
Up there.
Their intention is faith.
See that building? That
Yes,
building?
that's it. That's it exactly. That's the point. I'm getting good at knowing the components of Randonautica. The point.
It's right there. What is
I don't know. I don't know.
it? I think we're on the wrong street.
No, this is it. This is it.
No, you can't get there from here, I don't think.
Earl Hamner wrote a book about it.
It was cool. You can't get there from
I,
here.
There it is.
I love the
They said-
banter between the brother and
I gotta
sister.
Look at it.
Well, how do I get over
You
there?
just park here, please. Look at these. Look at these trees.
There's someone there.
Beautiful trees.
If someone comes out and just say, oh, well, I'm just looking for a church,
And then they'll tell
Yeah.
me I'm here on Sunday.
and then I don't come.
See, that's how a mature man, handles his business. He's like, if someone comes out, just say, I'm looking for a church.
This was the point, and it's like so. This is Oxford Baptist Church. Reverend Harley, pastor. Jesus Christ, the chief cornerstone.
Cornerstone.
220. Oxford Baptist Church. It's very
I am the
peaceful.
rock that the builders
That
rejected.
tree.
He's so obsessed with trees.
Very peaceful.
Yeah, I like
He says their
that.
intention is faith. It brings them directly to a church, and he's
And he
like,
likes the trees.
"Oh, check these trees, though."
The trees are an expression of the natural
So-
beauty
So,
that God created. This is amazing.
First Baptist Church, Oxford.
His whole demeanor has kind of changed. Like, I bet his heart rate lowered.
First
Like, he sounds
Baptist
calmer.
Church of Oxford, and our intent was
4043.
faith. This is Richard Maybe signing off.
Wow, thank you, Richard. Maybe.
That was cool, right? I say it's a pretty solid trip. Setting up, first as where is God, and then changing it to faith, and bringing them directly to, a church with that specific quote on it.
Right. Where is God could be anywhere and nowhere, but faith is usually symbolized by like a church. I would say,
Yeah.
like, how would you symbolize faith? I would go straight to like a steeple or a church or something like that. Like, so yeah, intention fulfilled. This one was very interesting because we had the brother and sister who are entangled. So their intentions were entangled very, very, very well because they're brother and sister. They're related. They share DNA. So yeah, that was very good for the soul. That was very fantastic.
I think David found the actual, our producer David found the full passage From
Okay.
where were lifted there. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this as well because I'm really bad at reading. But Ephesians, I think.
Yeah.
Ephesians
Yeah.
2:20. The full quote is, consequently, you are no longer foreigners and strangers, but fellow citizens with God's people and also members of his household, built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, with Christ himself as the chief cornerstone.
Yeah.
So
there's multiple,
about bringing people together and all that. And
that's so interesting. The full passage. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't
and
know,
it
really
led him
cool
to faith. So he found faith using Randonautica. Man finds faith using Randonautica. That's a good headline.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with this one. So far, I've been impressed.
Yeah.
Very impressed. I mean, it's led symbolically. We've achieved our intention being fulfilled on each trip so far. So good on our producer David for finding things that
Yeah. Thanks, David.
Benefit our hypothesis.
And what helps David, because David goes out and he finds all these different ones, and sometimes that's pretty time consuming, but you can help David out if you go on your trip and you document it and you send it to us at randonautica.com/submit your trip. It gives David a little break.
Yeah.
Keeps him happy. Keeps me happy.
He's all happy.
I don't have to deal with angry David. It's great.
Well, and the ones that have been on Submit Your Trip have been really special. And like they've been some of my favorite ones. So yeah, even if you're like plugging your channel or something, like that's okay. Like as long as you're sincere in your Randonaut trip, we'll know.
Yeah.
And
that's the most important thing is just sincerity. Like even if it is like a if you don't consider that you found something, like the first guy with the dragon and the chicken, like it was sincere. It was a trip. He went out and he's like, well, whatever. You're the dragon, I guess, this little chicken. But it was still fun to watch and cool experience.
And then the Randonauts were able to make that connection that he wasn't. So definitely submit your trip. But can you believe that we snuck around and put in an entire church at that point right before he arrived? I went and I put a little plaque there and then ran off. It's insane that I get people tweeting me all the time like, how do you put these little trinkets everywhere? And I'm like, I'm Santa Claus.
Yep. Just build that church in like 30 minutes and got it there.
I have little elves around the entire world. No big deal.
So our next one here actually is a submit your trip sent to us by The Well in the Garden, Laura Crean. Your dog's going crazy.
Yeah, I know what it is. I think my fiance might be home for lunch.
So this one, we're gonna have I'm gonna read the intro to this one just because, just to kind of set it up. So this is what she says. She says, I've been resisting downloading and playing the app for months. Firstly, because of all the dark and negative videos out there, and secondly, because I just wasn't sure if it was a very Christian activity to indulge in. I think the last video kind of shows that it was. But I finally caved in after I was walking home from work one day down a randomly different path and thought to myself, maybe I should do Randonautica. And then just after that thought, I came across a statue of an owl. There's a photo of that. There you go. Wow. So then I said to myself in prayer, as it were, should I do Randonautica? Give me a sign if I should. And then came face to face with a great big smiley yellow face. Yellow smiley face, I guess she meant. So after a few days, I was sitting watching your video, and I just decided there and then to go and do it. There's the smiley face there. And it was actually a little crazy. Still not quite sure what to make of it, but after God has been leading me to look at all kinds of things about reality, time and space, quantum stuff, this just seems like the logical step. I can't wait to see how this will affect my spiritual journey. Laura from the UK.
Well, thank you, Laura. And you're not alone. There are a lot of Christians who kind of tussle with this sort of belief system and wonder if it's against their religion. I'm obviously not one to answer that question. You should go to your spiritual whoever offers you spiritual guidance, I would suggest consulting them first. And don't listen to me. Listen to your priest or whatever. But I know in the Catholic Church, divination is not okay. So like using it to predict something or something like that. But petitioning of saints is okay. And prayer to God is okay. So it's all in the intention, I think. So, that's what I don't like about all the horror and the negative videos is just like she said, just because of all the bad, just garbage kind of kept her from it. But she saw a sign and she prayed and God smiled on her.
Yeah. And we actually have video for it.
That's interesting.
So we have the video here. Her intention was yellow. We had to cut out some of the audio for the video just for copyright reasons, and some of the levels. With the music and her voice, it was hard to hear what she was saying and stuff like that. But you can look up the full video later on. But so this is her intention. This was submitted to us at randonautica.com/submityourtrip, and her intention was yellow.
Okay, guys, I'm doing it. I'm going to try the Randonautica app.
I like the music.
I'm just going to go with a simple intention. I'm going to do yellow.
Yellow honeysuckle. Nectar.
We just got a bunch of yellow flowers.
Some flowers. Yeah, lots of yellow flowers.
Everything's yellow.
It's all about the journey. That's right.
I literally picked yellow because by my house I was looking, I was like, oh, there's nothing yellow around here. There's not going to be any yellow. That's a dumb one, but I'll go with it for the first try.
Yellow.
It's like it's all literally pointing the way to the point. Is that a yellow blinking light up ahead? Yeah, so like this is on her trip. So she's not even at her point yet. She's just walking towards the point, and all these yellow things kind of leading the way.
Right.
Yellow bricks.
As soon as she starts paying attention, everything is yellow.
And she even said, like, this is kind of by her house. She's like, oh, there's no yellow around my house. I'm not going to find anything. It's so much yellow.
Roundabout on the yellow sign. That is where my point is. So I'm going to go round it now.
She sounds impressed.
Yeah.
Okay, I just realised I had my other phone in my pocket. So this is the point. Okay, it says arrived. The point actually is yellow. The point is exactly. I'll show you where the point is.
Oh, I love the music.
It's the exact point. And it is indeed yellow.
Wow. What is it? Oh, it's a good.
Yeah. Also, just realized that it actually looks like a map point marker.
Yeah.
It looked a lot like it's just like a point on the map. Like it was yellow.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a positive trip.
That was a very positive trip. She said she didn't expect to see yellow. She saw yellow. I mean, yeah, once you start paying attention, and then there's things that you thought weren't there, or maybe didn't even think about it at all, and then you start noticing it. And it took her to something yellow right at the point, and it looks like a map marker.
Yeah.
So that whole drama with that was a very interesting story. I like the human element of being kind of cautious about, and I think when you're dealing with spiritual matters, it's good to be cautious about what you're doing, and it's important to, you shouldn't just sway from things like from point to point, like believing anything. You should be firm in your faith and in your beliefs. So it's interesting theme show, I guess, because we have faith.
Yeah.
Faith and faith. So that's very interesting.
Yeah. Cool trip though. Like nothing like insanely crazy, but I think it's a good trip for her, especially after kind of like struggling with that and kind of like seeing that it's not all negative just because there's people out there putting negative stuff. It doesn't have to be a negative thing.
This is like a normal randonauting experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I like that one. I believe we have one more video.
Do we? Okay.
Yeah, I think we got one more. So we can head on over to that one.
Hey everybody, it's Cody and Dallin. We are the SideQuest guys, and we're filming another video today.
Hi, SideQuest guys.
We've been working on the app since then. The app is completely changed. It's a brand new app now. So we thought we would revisit this and try it again.
I just got a spam text.
Oh, what does it say?
Everyone is going crazy for this teeth whitening kit. It was featured on Shark Tank and is on sale for $25.
Let's do teeth.
Oh,
Teeth.
Yeah, teeth.
all right.
That's a new one.
Go teeth.
Well, no, remember they found teeth on that one video?
Clear your mind. Teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Teeth. Okay, we've got a point. Okay, let's go to the point. Thank you, spam text. What if there's like a giant piece of a giant thing of dentures in their yard or something?
Yeah.
That would be wild.
So we did have someone find teeth, but that video was kind of suspect. But it's like, why do you have teeth?
The garage looks like teeth.
I know exactly what video you're talking about now. I remember now. That weird shed, and there was like the bag of teeth.
That guy's got teeth.
You can't see them, Dallin. You don't know that. Oh my gosh.
What? What?
Look straight ahead, Dallin.
Oh my gosh. Smile. You're on camera.
Smile.
Oh my gosh. No.
That is wild.
The genuine reaction.
That's spooky.
That's a genuine reaction.
That's so weird. And that was such a specific sign, too. Teeth. What do you think, Dallin?
He's got nice teeth.
I mean, I don't even know how to feel about this app, but there's sometimes I'm like, I don't know if that was coincidence.
Scary.
The switch is to scary now.
Okay.
All right.
Scary and teeth.
Watch out. You better watch out.
Ooh, randonauting during Halloween season will be really cool.
Yeah. They're missing a light. That's gonna be
Traffic
scary.
violations are terrifying. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty
It's
skeptical.
scary if you're riding dirty.
Yeah.
Well, considering how successful we've been tonight.
Super safe looking neighborhood.
Oh, we had to end up in the nicest neighborhood.
Literally, this is like the nicest neighborhood.
Unless there's someone out in their front lawn.
Makes you think.
They're hoarders.
Yeah, there is like a dopamine kind of thing.
There's a witch! There's a witch! That was right on it! That was right on it! Witch!
Video's breaking up a bit.
The
Is
Grim
it,
Reaper and the witch.
Okay, yeah, and I was just talking about Halloween.
Crap.
That's
I was
scary.
just talking about
Okay,
Halloween,
what the
yeah.
heck?
Yeah.
That was bananas.
Um,
What are the odds of
So they
that?
so
found
our
a
first
Halloween
one was quite a
decoration.
success, and that one was quite a success.
That was like exactly the
A
house.
good eye. Like, I literally, on the dot, that house.
Yep.
And at first, I was just making the joke because, as you can tell, there was a lot of crap in that girl. There was a lot of crap in that
I'm
girl.
glad you said that because I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I was just like, good. Yeah, scary horror.
No, they were
Like,
really
yeah,
excited.
Our first one was a success.
SideQuest guys,
Smile,
thank you for putting this on
And
YouTube.
the other ones were kind of a poop show. And
But it goes to
They-
show, like,
but
They did
then
a couple
that-
ones between.
But when
Uh-huh.
it hits, this is how I felt about Randonautica. When it hits, it can hit pretty hard.
Yeah, that has to do with our effect size. We have to keep our effect size low because of reasons. But yeah, the effect size is low. So like the general rule is you go on 3 trips in a row at least. So it's no one is saying it's going to work 100% of the time. Like
Yeah. I don't
no
know how
one's
many
saying
they
that.
did total, but they went on a few trips. So the smile, the one that came across with the teeth with the smile, that was their first trip. And then they did a couple between that that weren't really hitting, and then they did the spooky and
But
hit
the
that
witch
is crazy.
way on the
Very
nose. Yeah, I
detailed,
like these
like
two.
Halloween, like because even like, I mean, Halloween decorations coming across at this point when they were doing it is like still kind of weird, but especially something that specifically detailed as well.
Yeah.
Because if it was like a little Halloween pinata, it'd be like, oh, that's really weird. But this is like a very like that looks like a few $100 like Halloween.
Yeah,
like statue, and two of
like
them.
they go all out on Halloween. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
and again, like if they were just like, yeah, well, I tried this app and we looked for scary stuff and we ended up finding a witch. Like, how can you share that with someone? Like, they'll look at you like you're insane. So go to the Discover feed and publish the report there, and you'll actually be in front of an audience of people who understand and get it. So yeah, another push for the Discover, because it's just what we've dreamed of, because people don't understand are real.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little
They
bit.
may not be causally connected, but the synchronicities are real.
It was cool. I like their energy and stuff like that. I like to see more stuff from them. Us guys.
Yeah, I love their energy. Thank you guys for putting this on YouTube. Credit SideQuest guys on YouTube. Go to follow them. They're great.
Yeah,
I love their energy. They're very fun.
Yeah. So some good videos today, right? Some good.
That was impressive to me.
Yeah, some good natural reactions and stuff like that. Nothing was too like out of the ordinary. Like
that's what I like to see.
Forced or anything like that. Just like your natural stuff.
Randonauting it should be like a kind of calm experience where you're looking inside and then looking at the world.
Yeah.
Not, shaking the camera, running around and screaming, really. Like it should be like it's like golf or something, like or frisbee golf or something. Like it's like, oh, I got a hit.
Yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy the experience. Enjoy the people you're with, like your brother or sister. Like we had that one video.
I really like that one.
Yeah, and I like the banter between them, and it's bring people together. And all the videos were very good. Especially the guy in the bike, the Reincarnation one. Wow, that was that was very deep in a lot of ways. Yeah,
some good stuff tonight. I think we have some Reddits here.
I like the Reddit ones. I like the Reddit. I like to hear from Reddit ones.
Yeah.
So if you haven't checked out our subreddit, it's a lot different than like TikTok or YouTube or any of the other like social media things, because like it started out on Reddit. And so people like put more sincere reports on Reddit. And so if you compare the reports on Reddit to the videos on YouTube, you'll get totally different content. And a lot of the more truthful reports are going to be on Reddit. And the only thing is text-based. So it's not like, easy to just, get a playlist of, scary stuff or whatever genre of randonauting you like. But if you use the search function, you can find interesting thing. Like if you just type in owls, you can see like from the beginning, like how the whole owl thing started with Randonautica. So go to the subreddit, even if you don't use Reddit, and kind of compare like the reports. So what's this one?
So we got the first one here. The intent was proof for Randonautica, and they came across that.
I'm scared.
That looks a lot like
I'm scared.
our logo.
Oh, it does. It does.
Like exactly like our the shape of our logo. If you see our like up there in the right hand corner there, our little owl logo, or the giant one behind Josh. That's like the exact shape that you see David pointing out there with the mouse cursor. Like the exact shape of that. And the intention was proof for Randonautica.
Wow.
What more proof do you need? I don't know exactly what that is. I'm not sure what that.
Yeah, that was what was scaring me. I'm not even going to say what I think it might be, but
I think I know what you were thinking and what it was.
It's scary.
Oh, there we go. Someone says those are indicators for truck tires. There we go.
For truck tires, interesting. But it looks like the Randonautica logo.
Yeah,
it was proof for Randonautica, and they find the logo.
Pretty
proof.
Insane. Yeah,
there you go.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I'm convinced Randonautica is real. That's what it took to
hashtag Randonautica is real.
Yeah, I've been doing this. I've been doing this stream with you for a while now, but that post particularly now, I believe.
Yeah, no, before no, but I mean, you. It's good to be skeptical. It's good. We encourage skepticism.
I think he says the perfect shape. How does it know exactly?
Yeah. How does it know?
All right, moving on to the next one here. First time using the app. I'm from Tijuana, and my intention was mystery. So the app took me to this building that used to be a billiard. It got burned a long time ago, and people don't know why. I wanted to look inside, but it was locked. Totally falling for this app.
Cool.
So intention was mystery, and yeah, we got this weird little skull and crossbone thing. Oh yeah, there's more to it.
And it burned.
Yeah, it burned, and it said burned, and they said that nobody knows why it burned.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
So
there's a mystery. Intention fulfilled. And then we have another skull and crossbones.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, because we had one earlier.
This one here, my intention was circle, and I'm not talking about the building part.
Oh, I love this one.
If you look down at the bottom there, you got Circle K.
Circle K.
Bam.
That's crazy because
That's
I have a
awesome.
Circle K like right down the street, and this isn't even the same country as me.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big circle, and then it literally says Circle K. That is very surprising.
We got next up. Attention was, how can I help? And this overflowed little mailbox there.
Yeah, it's a federal crime to touch other people's mail. So
can't really do much for them right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do say bring a trash bag. Pick up litter, leave places better than they were, because it's not about just going to the place. It's about you being in an environment. That's what mythology is. It's an organism in an environment, and the story about how they got there and what's happening. But as randonauts, we want to not just go to the place, but we want to show respect to the place.
Yeah.
And leave it better than if we had not gone there. So, yeah, but it's a crime to touch people's mail. It's a federal crime to touch people's mail. So
this is an incident where you wouldn't want to go grab any of that stuff.
You couldn't. Unfortunately, technically, you couldn't clean that up. But always bring a trash bag, and it helps, and it makes you feel good, and it makes you feel like you've cleaned like yourself inside if you clean the external world. So it's a good deed. I do one good deed a day, and then I'm done.
Yeah. Merrick says, keep our environment clean. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody do your part. Make it a little better. All right, we got our next one here. Intention was comical. The destination, not only a nod to Randonauts, but it's the Reddit spaceman.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. The app does have a sense of humor. I don't understand it, but that is and explore, create, learn. I mean, yeah. That little logo was pitched to us many times when I was searching for a logo designer.
Really?
It reminds me a lot. Yeah, we actually have, like, from years ago, like, little astronaut guys. Yeah. So that's interesting. So it's totally on the nose.
Yeah.
I mean, completely. Sure. I wonder what their intention was. Comical. Yeah. So, yeah, it's funny.
Jennifer Sam says, looks like a cool park. Yeah, is it a park or is it like a daycare?
Daycare, something like that.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to
Maybe
tell.
a Montessori school or something like that. Like something alternative learning or something like aftercare.
Yeah. It's a cool spot, though.
And it's on the nose. Intention fulfilled.
For sure. This one here,
Great.
look, guys, can't believe my intention was girl. And in the middle of the forest, we found it. A bit creepy. So they find a pink balloon.
Yeah.
Girl. So like often, like, if it's someone's gonna have a baby girl, whatever, usually pink balloons, something they would get.
Yeah, I don't see why that's creepy. But using your intention as girl, that's kind of creepy to me.
True.
I don't know why the balloon is creepy, but again, balloon meme. We have a balloon, another balloon. There's
Yeah.
a lot of people finding balloons, so the balloon meme. But yeah, I don't know why a balloon is creepy, but
Yeah, sometimes, David, if you scroll down a little bit, someone's like the top comment on there says balloons are some sort of particular message. They creep me out. Same. Can you explain? So yeah, definitely some kind of like, you know, people feel attached to balloons somehow. Like you said, the balloon memes and stuff like that. Like so many times, balloons kind of just appearing in certain times and stuff.
Like literally, we said on one of our anniversaries, like, "Oh, look for balloons," and one just like rolled up into my front yard.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the next day.
I remember that.
It was crazy. Like
it is weird because you think about if you let a balloon go or if a balloon gets out or whatever, like it goes up, you have no clue. It's
that's kind of
no one knows
random
where it's going to end up.
Yeah,
and then so for someone coming across it with a specific intention, it's awesome. It's like a really cool thing.
Yeah,
yeah. This person had the intention of Wizard of Oz, and it led them here, and you can see.
Oh, it's the yellow
bricks. Say it's pretty spot on, right?
Yeah, if you use your imagination.
Yeah,
it's pretty good though. I mean, I would symbolically say that is the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, and I think the person needs to get like a smaller doormat so it fits on the steps, or put it down on the end of the steps because the giant doormat on top of the tiny narrow step really isn't working. But that's something unrelated.
Yeah, it would bother me too.
Yeah, but that's it for Reddit Roundup. Jennifer says the great and powerful Oz lives there. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a small guy, so maybe the small step, like that's what it's for. Yeah. So someone's asking if we're working on any new apps. We're working on different ways to use Randonautica. So we're working on a laboratory section of Randonautica. So basically there will be new functions tied into the Discover feature. I can't say too much because this is like our roadmap down the line. But yeah, one thing we are going to do that I'm really interested in and I will share with you is shared randonauting. So shared anomalies. They are going to be, you can set your intention with a friend, doesn't matter where the friend lives, anywhere in the world, and it will generate a point with the same intention for both of you, and then you can compare the points together. And I think Vicky already like kind of experimented with this like a little bit. Like there are people already experimenting with this. We're going to put it as a function in the app. So I would say we're going to start building out Randonautica. Instead of being more of a utility, it's going to also be a social media platform, but we're also going to expand the utility in the laboratory. So no new apps, but new features in the app, and maybe new apps in a year or two. But
that's Vicky chiming in now. She says, we've tried similar with All and I. It goes crazy.
Yeah, it's due to the fractal nature of the universe. It should work. So yeah, we're working hard on building Randonautica up, and I wish there's a lot of things that I wish I could announce that I am not 100% sure I should announce. So just stay tuned and keep using Randonautica. Sign up for the Discover feed because the Discover feed is going to be what links all of this stuff together. So if you're not on Discover, you're not going to experience the same kind of experience that people who are on Discover will experience. So yeah, that was a good show.
Great show, man. I'm glad we got back into it. We were on a little break there for a little bit.
I'm so glad. Thank you, David, our producer. We're so glad that you're back in action looking at chickens and stuff.
That was a dragon. That was a modern day dragon, Josh.
Yeah, it's a modern day dragon.
They just
Uh,
evolved. They've become a
Yeah.
superior creature now. They went from breathing fire to laying eggs and cockadoodle doing when the sun comes up. Melissa wants to know how do they sign up?
Yeah, it should be just go into Randonautica and hit discover, or it should be on the website somewhere. Just go to randonautica.com and go to the frequently asked questions, and it should be some kind of answer for that question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because I just had Tobias, our manager, he just signed it up for me, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good show.
Yeah. Again, if you guys for next time, if you guys have any trips or things you want to submit about your trips or anything like that, randonautica.com/submit your trip. We'd love to get in any kind of hear about your trip in any way. So if you guys want to share some videos with us, you want to share some photos, like a slideshow, if you just want to write a post like we had at the beginning of the show, that we can read on our show, for you and kind of share that experience, just having more and more people in this community. We love that you guys watch and you're so involved and stuff. We'd love to feature you guys more on the show and all that.
And
Also,
how creative people can get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then also feel free to ask any questions during the stream and stuff like that. So next time, if you think of anything between now and then, write it down. And then when we do the stream, let us know in the comment section. We'd be more than happy to address those during the show. Our next show actually is next week. It's September 17th. It's a Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time.
Same time.
Yeah, but make sure that you guys are subscribed and following us on
follow the movement.
Stuff.
Make sure it's the legit stuff.
Yeah, definitely make sure it's us. Sometimes we do have to update times or anything like that. So if that happens, we want you guys to know things got either moved or if it's still going planned as scheduled. So make sure you guys are following along on that. Yeah.
Sign up for Discover. Check out the official guide to Randonautica, wherever books are sold. And happy randonauting. Be safe. We love you. Sending lots of love to all the randonauts. Thank you guys so much for supporting us.
All right. Bye, guys.